Hi, my name is Eric Rager, and for my project, I chose to use Kellogg's as my example company. For my major, which is food and consumer packaged marketing, there's really no better company to choose. As I'm sure all of you know, Kellogg's basically only sells food, packaged food products, so it's really the best option for me. Um, as a kid, obviously, I was drawn to Kellogg's products, the sugary, tasty cereals that were marketed to kids with characters like Tony the Tiger, which is probably why I still eat Kellogg's products, which is what their goal was, I'm sure. So to compete with other emerging companies like General Mills, Kellogg's really had to reinvent who they are as a company and try to change a little bit to get more different types of customers buying their products. Because for a long time, they really had a strategy of really just owning and dominating a certain area of the store, which is, of course, the breakfast aisle, mainly cereal and then Pop Tarts later on. They also have a lot of frozen breakfast foods like the Eggo waffles and all the other smaller brands that come from that. One of the ways that they've been able to reinvent who they are in the past is from having new brands like Special K, which is a healthier alternative than their normal cereals. They also bought a brand called Kashi, which is a very healthy cereal company that prides themselves in ethical sourcing of materials and products. They also, most recent thing they've been investing is plant-based food, which you may or may not know. Morningstar is owned by Kellogg's. They have also invested in a company called Incognito, which is another plant-based meat alternative. I'm sure there's dozens now, but this is the one that Kellogg's is going with. So they've had to change their game plan mainly because they wanted to get more adult consumers. Not that they didn't have before, but mainly they were marketing towards children. Um, so that's one reason why Kellogg's has been able to sustain their success for so long, is because not only do they dominate a certain area of the store, always having their cereal right at eye level, which is obviously the best place to have it. They pay a lot of money for that, but they also understand that they do have competitors, and at the moment, General Mills is very close to them in terms of market share. So they're trying to branch off a little bit and go into new markets and different kinds of products, and that's where the plant-based products and healthier alternatives come in. So that's just one way that Kellogg's has been able to sustain success. Another way is by really making sure their employees feel comfortable and happy at work. And that started really from the beginning with W.K. Kellogg, who was the founder. And he was actually a pioneer at the time of hiring and developing women and minority employees, which not many people were doing back then. So right from the start, they've kind of had an attitude of treating all employees the same and trying to give them equal opportunities. And in 2005, they opened the Office of Diversity and Inclusion to ensure that all employees have equal opportunity for success in their organization, which I thought was a pretty cool step. Um, Another way they help employees is by helping working mothers, which obviously I'm not a working mother, but many are, and they have a lot more challenges than other people. So the Working Mothers magazine actually put Kellogg's in the top 100 companies for working mothers, and that's due mostly to all the benefits that they have, like parental leave, paid parental leave, health and wellness programs, and flexible schedules. And these type of benefits really help to make working mothers feel, more at home at their work, and that their company actually cares for them, and like not just about what they can do for work, but how they are in their life, how happy they are. But of course, that does help the company as well, because they get to keep good employees, which is a main goal for any company, is to keep the good employees you have. And it's really hard to do that if some employees don't feel like they're being taken care of at all. So they offer a lot of benefits to all employees in general, including Fit for Life, which means that at their buildings they have fitness facilities where all employees can go. They also have free physicals every spring if they want one, and they also have very good healthcare. But one of the most important benefits is the flexible schedules they have. So that you can work from home quite often if you need to. Obviously, right now that's what everyone's doing in their headquarters, and they've actually said that seeing how well it's going with everyone working at home, they'll probably keep that even after the COVID-19 is gone, just because it gives people more of a option to stay at home. Maybe they have small kids and they don't want to spend money on daycare, or they just want to be around their family more often. I think their approach now is really more, as long as you can get your work done and are able to communicate effectively, then you can really get the work done however you want to, wherever you want to. And I think that's pretty cool. I think other companies will probably start adopting those kind of policies, just because the happiness of your employees is very important, and Kellogg's obviously is responding to that. On Kellogg's website, they also address Maslow's hierarchy of needs, which we've discussed in class. And one way they can really help with psychological needs is by letting employees choose certain benefits they want and not have other benefits, which is pretty unique. So they can choose things like they can get childcare vouchers or cash alternatives for things like company cars. Again, great healthcare. So there's a lot of options for them to choose whatever meets their needs in their own life. And I think that's pretty cool because it kind of gives every employee more autonomy to make their own choices, and feel like their opinions and needs matter. So it's not an accident that everyone knows who Kellogg's is, and probably everyone can name a couple of specific products they offer too. In the 100-some years they've been here, they've been great at marketing, which is why I've been interested in them. Obviously as a kid, like I said, I love Kellogg's products, so whatever they did back then when I was watching those cartoons, it stuck with me, and I keep watching it. So I think they'd be a great company to learn from and work for. And to wrap it up, my main points, they're just really good at retaining employees. And at the end of the day, a company's only as good as the employees they have. So the reason that they're so successful is mainly because they've been able to market effectively, change their strategies when they need to, and keep all their employees happy. Thank you for watching.